We love it.
Great shirt. Look at this.
Thank you.
It's your favorite.
It's my favorite.
That's why I wore it, because of this movie. I was like, there's so many Twilight jokes. But to me, Abigail is kind of like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, because as a character, you're like, oh, we can't trust her, we don't like her, and then by the end, you're rooting for her to kind of succeed.
Cool.
For you guys, was there any like movie inspiration that you guys kind of took into each of your characters?
I guess there's a bit of Usual Suspects in there. You know, this sort of motley gang, and there's like a lot of distrust amongst people, and you're not quite sure. You know, Frank doesn't really like any of these people, doesn't trust them, doesn't really want to be there, and so there was a bit of that going on, I guess.
No.
No inspiration at all.
No. I
But it's
did.
your deep-seated love of Twilight.
Yeah, I think that I didn't know what I was walking into, and I think I knew horror films.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know gore until now, and so now I'm kind of want to go into the whole of gore, like real gory movies. I thought Freaky was gory, not at all.
You were in a body of pool
Bodies, yeah.
And Dan, I love whatever energy you're bringing to your movies recently. They are so much fun
Thank
to
you
watch
very
these
much.
characters, because I talked to you for Godzilla Kong, and then now
Yeah.
this.
So good in that movie.
It's so good.
He's so good in that movie, though.
True.
That helicopter moment,
It's so good.
I was screaming.
Yeah.
In the
It's-
theater. You
it
heard
is.
me, right? Like, you knew that was
I
me.
heard you.
Yeah, you knew. You were like, God, why did I invite them?
It's so good, but when you were approaching these characters that like are both off the rails, but you're doing them in completely different ways,
Yeah.
how do you kind of map out like, all right, well, where is this person a human being in the midst of like, you know, either being hippie or being an ex-cop?
Like, you don't think that.
I mean, they're all human
Right.
beings by
Right.
default,
By nature.
I guess. It's very much tailored by the director, you know, and just like, you know, getting their vibe. And so like, I knew that Matt and Tyler, they deliver a particular kind of horror comedy. So we wanted to find something that was both like horrible and shocking. And like, obviously Frank is a bad guy. You know, he's made a lot of bad decisions. He's about to make one more. But we also wanted him to be kind of like hilariously bad and like such an asshole that he's kind of funny. Like a sort of somebody you really love to hate and who you don't mind seeing really bad things happen to.
Yeah, and Kathryn, you are just taking on all of the monster movies slowly but surely,
I know. How lucky am I?
which I love, because I
Yeah.
talked to you for Lisa Frankenstein, and I was like, okay, well, I loved that. I thought that was a one-off, and then I watched this, and I was like, okay, well, now it's a vampire. So, like, do you want to just complete them all and like tackle a werewolf?
I was a werewolf in Supernatural.
That's right, you were.
For a scene or two.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. Same kind of thing going on.
Furry face kind of thing?
No. Fangs, eyes, claws.
Yeah. Supernatural
Okay.
ones are weird. Of how
We
they
just
kind
look
of,
hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I would love to play another monster. Frankenstein, vampire, werewolf,
You haven't done a mummy.
mummy. Mummy would be cool.
Yeah.
Any kind of monster is great. I like horror films. I think that they're great acting exercises. They're really fun. It's a lot easier to play a monster than it is like a nice person. It is, and it's more fun.
Yeah, and for my last question, when I talked to Matt and Tyler, I said how you already have two Broadway or musical adjacent people as your leads. Would you do like a Joker 2 that is a musical? And I know, but would you guys be in a musical version of Abigail?
Of Abigail the musical?
Yes.
Sure.
We're halfway there.
Who would do the music for Abigail the...
Tears for Fears.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Great.
That'd be perfect.
Could you imagine?
Sure.
Sowing the seeds of love.
Great.
Thank you guys so
I'm
much for
there.
talking with me.
Thank
I'm
you.
obsessed with this movie.
Great.
Thank you.